Alright, so I got a few things I need to get off of my chest, okay? How do we write powers of trigonometric functions? Right, so look at this function. It's pretty cool, it's pretty simple, and it's pretty clear. We know exactly what to do with x to get the output. Now, what if we want to raise this function to a power? Easy, right? If we raise it to the power of 2, we just write 2 at the end, and it just means square the whole thing. And if we move the 2 behind the x, it means we do the function twice. Makes sense, right? And if we change it to -1, for example, we would just do whatever, undoes the function. We would do the opposite of the function. That's pretty cool. And if it's 0, we do nothing. It's literally just x. Okay? You follow me? Now look at this. Sine x. It's a pretty basic trigonometric function. And you can't really argue with what output this should get. But how do we interpret this? Now, it's really funny and it really pisses me off because this is how most mathematicians interpret sine 2x. It means sine x squared. But if you look at from before, right, it should be do the sine function twice. This is what it ought to be, okay? This is what it should be. And you may say, this is just common notation. Everybody does it. Well then, look at this. If it's not 2 anymore, if it's a -1, then surely following your logic, it should be 1 over sine x, right? No, it's not. It literally isn't. What does this mean? Oh, it's the inverse of sine. Isn't that funny? So how should we do it? Should it be, the inverse of the function, how many times we do the function? Or should it be how many times we multiply the output of the function? Make up your mind! And you may say, that's not a big deal. We know exactly when we should do which one. So let me ask you, how should we interpret sine -2x? How should we do it? Should we do it like this? Or should we do it like this? Or like this? Or this? Which way should we do it? What if it's something complicated like this? I don't want to stare at this thing for half an hour to realize, to interpret this. I don't want to do that. So please, can we please standardize how we notate these functions, the powers of functions, so that if we write the power after the name of the function but before any inputs, it would mean how many times we do the function. And if we write the exponent inside, that means how many times we multiply the inside. And if we write it outside, that's how many times we multiply the output of the function. And looking back at all of this, right? If you really find it so unclear, well then just add some brackets to it. Is it really that hard? So please, change it to this, okay?